Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here. Back to throw now in his own end zone. James has got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Back to throw here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate, we knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Kenny Golladay, he's got a first-quarter touchdown grab there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 0-0 our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Steelers! And that run caps off a 99-yard drive.
Would it be safe to say that that finishing run is an exclamation point on this one?
Big time. Well, they'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Preston Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Let's go! What?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! What? 90!
Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. And now another one thrown incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll kick things off in the AFC North. 2 teams with intertwined histories, to say the least. Baltimore playing host to Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. 2 touchdown passes there for Tyrod Taylor. From there, we take the short trip down to D.C. to check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Redskins seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Albert Wilson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
They get the tackle, Markus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone.
They'll set up a throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw here. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He may try and run for this. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jordan Willis in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know it's a phrase that sounds really cool, strip sack, but all we're talking about is getting to the guy, getting to the passer, making the tackle, making the play, but do a little bit extra, right? Stripping the ball out, working the arm free. That's become a big emphasis for all defenders.
Yeah, and as a defender with the emphasis, this is something that's practiced.
Practiced all the time. Taking the ball away, creating turnovers, that's really job 1 for any defense.
to throw now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Throw left side complete. That's James. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense is strong. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 38.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
you.